just understand why them say them want to control. Them want control.
Alright, so we're live. Shalom. First and foremost, we'd like to give our praises, glory, and honors to Yahweh, Baruch Yahweh Shai, Baruch Shemrakah Kodash, and double honors to the apostles and to the elders of Great Millstone. Peace and salutations to the elect. You know, we are the Hebrew Israelite, Great Millstone, Jamaica camp. Again, another Thursday to prophesy the downfall of this society, in which, you know, we are seeing, you know, a total collapse. You know, it's been headed this way, and it's not looking good, bruv. You know, it's looking good for us, because how then can we receive the kingdom of heaven if this kingdom is not thrown down? And it's gonna go down in some very harsh ways, man. Now we see there's a whole lot monetary plays is taking place out here in Jamaica. That's the hot topic out here, where certain investment, you know, sectors, people coming out about fraud, you know, this fraud, that fraud. You have people coming out saying this is the amount I took versus, you know, that person, or I didn't took this person money, and it's a whole lot of money being missing. And then you have fraud. I think it was from last year. You have fraud. People being called out on fraud, like from NCB.
Not only that,
you know, Jamaica National.
CMU too, the school.
CMU,
board,
yeah, exactly.
From last year with the director. Yeah.
With fraud, and we put on the group again with another school.
School, yeah. I try to
When again? Where the school name we put on the group? Knox College. Yeah, Knox College. Knox Community College. Yeah, another fraud. Everything does come up. But because we understand what's really taking place, it's no shock to us. When we come together, man, we come together to break bread in the spirit, you know, for the edification of the elect. You understand what I'm saying, brother? See? We come together for the edification of the elect. So when these things happen, the first thing that we do, you know, we filter them through the spirit of the scriptures. Right. Now, why is it that these things are just popping off left, right, and center? There's no coincidence to it.
Weeks we're going in January.
This is gonna be what? Third week? This is third week.
Right.
Third week, right?
And
going into fourth week, right?
Everything within the banking institution just come off.
Just come off rapid. Everything, yeah, exactly.
Not only Jamaica.
And that's the thing. You know, it's happening all over the world, and this is no coincidence. Give me that in 2 Corinthians. We are not ignorant of Satan's devices.
So you can know when certain things they have an agenda, just like COVID, the
big
C,
yeah.
Saying,
It's
oh,
an
start
agenda.
everything and then talk everything, and then it just come.
It just
so we start this government start the
same thing. Yeah, because Esau, what he's doing, he's prophesying of what's about to come.
Right.
You know, because believe it or not, they have a priesthood, just as how the Heavenly Father have a priesthood. Them Edomites, man, the rulers, they are the priesthood, you know, of the spiritual demon Satan. So they are prophesying of what they are going to do, you know, playing the Godhead, showing that, look, we said this is going to happen, and look, it happened. So this is what's going to be next. And if you don't follow suit to what we're saying, then you're a problem. You understand? So we get the scripture, Mama Kwasha.
It's 2 Corinthians 2 and verse 11. It says, lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices.
Exactly. So now's the time where you know, as the scripture says, you have an unction of the Lord, and you know all things. Now's the time when, you know, your spiritual IQ is supposed to be on its top game. No, we see all these things, we making mention of these monetary fraud that we see taking place. But 2022 was a year when CBDCs was being spoken of more than the regular. As in 2021 was, if I'm not mistaken, if it wasn't 2020 or 2021, that was the first time personally I've heard about CBDCs. I first heard about CBDCs from the Ella Rakayakwa, right? No, not every and anybody was using the phrase CBDCs. No, 2022 was a year when CBDCs started to roll off the majority of the people that are somewhat awakened. Yeah. It became popular. CBDCs, you know, blockchain technology, CBDCs.
I remember the years when we used to tell the people out here, I think about 10 years ago, or more than 10 years ago, that the technology that's going to run the new identification system was blockchain technology. I didn't never even know.
Oh, exactly.
They're going to bring out the whole NIDS situation, but they don't know the technology
behind
that's going to be on.
Exactly. So with all of that, see, we're gonna get the scripture. Shalom, yeah. Saying, with all of that, no, what's the coincidence that 2023, because the world entered into a recession 2022, and then the Davos meeting where the elites gathered together, and they've been discussing these things. What's the coincidence that 2023 started off in a major economic spiraling down? And now, basically what we are seeing, that the inflation in every country is shooting up. Where we see even Venezuela, one of the highest, inflation rate went up 73%.
Argentina, them said the inflation rate in Argentina by 90-something%.
90-something%. See, Jamaica inflation is 13.5%. Every country, inflation is going up. Plus, we noticed that in various countries that they are now demonizing the current financial system because some such things like fraud. They're basically
highlighting fraud.
Exactly. They're now basically pointing out to you people the faults of this current system, and also introducing to you people a new system which basically they're going to roll out, and a lot of you people are going to be caught up by it. And we see where they're test trying it. So if brothers have scriptures, you know, we can get some scriptures out, man. You know?
Yeah, if you remember that these men who use crisis to basically bring across their agenda.
Yeah.
One point we did have Ecclesiasticus 39:1 is about he that giveth his mind to the law of the Most High and is occupied in the meditation thereof will seek out wisdom of all the age and be occupied in prophecies. And we learn this thing through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shai from the apostles and the elders, man. You understand? And because we are now occupied in prophecies, even ourselves we dig deeper to understand, why is this happening? No, we've been discussing this morning, certain things that we're noticing. The whole fraud with the whole Usain Bolt and, you know, whatsoever. We are now noticing that these fraudsters weren't banks, really. Which last year, them basically clamped down on 2 or 3 people in banks that committed fraud, right? But we are now noticing that the argument is not only about, you know, these investment companies. It's about banking in general. Institutions.
You understand? Banking institutions. So they're attacking banks and everything that has to do with finance, this current order.
Right.
See, and when I see this happen, the first person that came to mind was Satan himself, Klaus Schwab. You know, he say the global reset will come at breathtaking speed. No, we see articles, and you can pull up the article in Baba Kwasha that it says CBDCs will come whether countries are ready or not. We can get that.
They're predicting recession. World Economic Forum.
And we are in a recession. We are in a recession.
The obvious recession, when it becomes obvious, because when them say them are predicted, you know, the one that will be obvious.
That's a depression.
They kick the curve, man.
That's a depression. Because that's where we're going. Worse than 1929. Last night we out at the pool hall. And the brother Iowa said to me, the recession is real because normally we would go there and we would see people. It's only like, how much of it was there last time? About 9 people? So much?
About 6 or 7.
But
we did have to split and go over the next
table, right? See, it wasn't much people. See, so there's a problem there. Less money is going around in circulation, and that's a problem there. Yeah, we're living in some serious times, man. We're living in some very, very serious times, and this is about to affect each and every one of you dearly. And the only way to escape is to repent, you know, and call upon the names of Yahweh, which is the name of the Heavenly Father, not God, not Jehovah, and His only begotten Son, Yahweh Shai, whom they were ignorantly called Jesus Christ. You have it?
Yeah.
See it? Bring it out.
Yeah, this is for an article from Wall Street Journal. It says central bank digital currencies
You have to read with more emphasis.
are coming whether countries are ready or not. They say, central bank digital currency doesn't exactly roll off the tongue, but you might want to get used to saying it. These are also called CBDCs, or digital version of dollars.
Hey, let me say this, man. When Jamaica pilot their CBDCs under the name Jamdex, the mass majority until this day still don't have a clue what that really is, because in their mind it's much better to have the physical cash. So you're telling us about digital tokens. That's like a joke thing. Jake believe in a system where, you know, they believe that they to have the tangible thing, you know, we can see and feel. That's what they want. So in other words, let's say I go to work, I make 100,000, I take 90,000, I walk into the bank physically, and I give the bank, it's recorded on my documents. That means if I am supposed to go back for my $90,000, it's supposed to be there. And that's the reason why you have people saying, I can't get my money. And knowing that they have walked in there physically with the physical paper, gave it to the teller, and now when they go back for it, there's a problem in receiving the physical money. But the goal of the elites is to persuade you. And it's going to be a great persuasion. They're going to persuade you.
You know the funniest thing? That $90,000 they talk about. If Jake should just go online and use their debit card, and could spend the whole $90,000 digitally. But to get the physical cash back, it's difficult, man.
No, but it's a sense of security in the mind.
You have a certain amount of physical cash circulating in the economy. When they bring it to the bank, it need to hit back the streets in other people, and that people can spend it. You know what I mean? Now this is a problem.
3%.
And this is a problem now. You know what I mean? This is a problem between having the money digital from having it physical, man. The very fact that the physical one there is not enough to go around. You know what I mean? And if they put enough to go around, it can cause hyperinflation. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Because don't forget that the banks, when the banks go to the Fed for money, like in the States, only 3% of it whatsoever they borrow is liquidated, meaning it's printed. The rest of it is digital. Yeah. So that's a problem there. This currency, this current economy is a debt-based economy, fractional reserve banking.
Right.
You understand?
Just to add to it, I say, you know, one time in 11th grade we take a trip to Bank of Jamaica. I can't forget that, right? And while we are circling and them show every single part of the bank, you know, there was one single room that they skipped past. And me did extremely curious, and I went and asked the security team, so I don't have to tell nobody. And him tell me what? It is a room for burning money. So basically whenever them test it and realize that there is too much notes within the economy, them collect back some and burn it outside, so them get rid of it out of the economy to keep down inflation.
Hey, the Oxena video, the Oxena a video earlier with I think it was the Simpsons in the group. And the people go to the bank and say, where is our money? Who want our money?
Yeah.
You know?
There's no money.
And there's no money. And the bank manager was like, that man have a time yard.
Yeah.
That man have a time yard.
Yeah.
Guess what? The same situation playing out in Jamaica now because of the current, news. A lot of people decide that look, they're no longer gonna put their money in the banks. So a lot of people are saying, we better save our money on our mattress kind of. There's no incentive
that's what
putting
they're saying.
the physical money into the bank, but that's a problem.
They're blaming auditors for not auditing properly.
The reason why the physical money is out there is for it to keep current. Continue to spending on the economy, being current. People who basically need physical cash, for go out. So a man start fighting like cartoon say, yo, what you do with my money here, yeah? Because guess what now? Everybody they will come as I remember, as I say, everybody remember that they carry them physical cash to the bank.
Exactly.
Not knowing that the same physical cash that them carry, somebody they carry that same physical cash before them. You just come over and them get it. That's how money stay current, man. So you see money going around with everybody. Now when people start keep it at them yard,
it's a problem.
there is no note in the economy to circulate. So now the bank now, I forgot the Bank of Jamaica I forgot order now more cash to print. So when the people after them yard decide to come spend it now on top of the new cash are coming in, then we have a serious type of inflation that take place.
No, you understand perfectly, when the scripture saying I'm supposed to trust in uncertain riches, because seeing that most of these rich men money in the banks, it's not even there. It's just a promise. Just like the note, it's just a promise. So in other words, you don't have quarter the amount of physical paper with you. So when this go down, guess what? You don't have nothing at all. You don't trust in uncertain riches, man. Well, the brother
and this is James. Genesis 47 and verse 15 says, and when money failed in the land of Egypt and in the land of Canaan, all Egyptians came unto Joseph and said, give us bread, for why should we die in thy presence?
And guess what? Something similar gonna happen today again, man. The economy is gonna collapse, man. The problems that the physical cash gonna cause, you know what I mean? The problems that were gonna arise out of this economic situation that the world basically is going into right now. The problem with the banks, you know what I mean? Gonna put people in one place where they can't cope. Yeah? Whether they want to be hyperinflation or whatsoever, but guess what? It's gonna boil down back to the people coming down back to get what? Ration. Because this place is going into rationing, man.
Exactly.
And when it go down to the rationing now, that's where they caught you in the trap, man. The MOTB trap. You know what I mean? When they're desperate, they need the resources now for your life, you know what I mean? They're gonna say, okay, this is what's gonna work. The old way couldn't work because a lot of problems, so we have a new way we have to work, and you have to go through the avenue here to basically enter into that new way. And that's what's gonna happen. And a lot of people gonna fall for the trap. Give me Timothy's brother of money. Yeah, because this is I've been saying it over and over. Money is what gonna lead a lot of you niggas, you know what I mean, to take the MOTB, man.
To take the chip.
Yeah? That's what gonna lead a lot of people. The fear of losing what them have gonna cause them to go and take that device, man. But guess what? The intent of the elite, according to the World Economic Forum, you ain't supposed to own nothing, man. So anything you try to save, you're not gonna have it, man.
Exactly.
Hey, and I say, we're at a state right now where all these rumors about these institutions and what these institutions are doing, and these institutions basically seizing people money. You have banks basically seize people money in China. You know, people can't get their money. You know what I mean? Yep. It starts up now.
In Russia.
You have the article come up about the bank in City Bank of
Bank of America.
Bank of America. People can't get money. People go to the ATM. People go to the ATM, can't get money. So people have low confidence in the banking system.
Oh, plus regular people are now saying in America that they are now witnessing that there's nothing on the shelves when they go buy food.
Hey, look, man.
You know?
When the banks them go insolvent, when certain banks go insolvent, this time around, it's not going to be like 2008, man.
Exactly. It's going to be different.
Yeah?
It's going to be 1929 times 10.
Yeah, them have a plan this time. So this time they're not going to bail out banks, trying to prolong the current system a little longer. They already have something new what they're going to bring in.
CBDCs.
2008. 2008
was a test run.
Everything never ready yet. The CBDC never ready yet.
Exactly.
Yeah? The new system what they're going to bring in place, the blockchain and everything, it was just basically in the trial phases, man.
Exactly.
You know? Everything is ready now. So this time when the economy go down, it's going to go down forever.
And ever and ever.
And ever and ever for the new system, system for rolling, man. And that's what they are doing.
Exactly.
They are actively doing it now. And just like how them use them propagandize the whole 2020 event, that crisis, they are propagandize this crisis right now. You know what I mean? Acting like they're trying to save certain things. They might try to balance certain things, but certain things going to fail, man.
Exactly.
And them set it that way. You see, I mean, I speak about earlier. These men, what they do like the Mosai. Them speak up the thing, and then them perform it. That's what them trying to be like, the Mosai. The Mosai speak the things them from afore, and then them perform it, man.
Exactly.
That's what these men are doing. So them come on the World Economic Forum, and them tell her this, and then them go perform it afterward, man.
So, and the regular meeting that you watch, that's just the, what you call it, off the surface. Them behind closed door, then them go to the detail, how it going to happen.
Right.
Now you're witnessing step by step how it is happening.
Right.
You understand? Don't think light of March, man, the month March. You never know.
Right.
You never know what will happen from there going down.
Right. Them of them clones like Elon Musk and any
Jeff Bezos.
John Kerry, the former US jet secretary.
Yeah, John Kerry.
John Kerry. Yeah, he might come out and make some controversial speech against the whole system, the whole Davos thing. Elon Musk has said, boy, I just billionaire with the world. Where the world not elect, I do them thing.
Yeah, them set up.
So them are just inside man where I don't know.
Elon Musk like a shield, man.
Yeah.
Them always have a shield for the people. You know what I mean? Pretending like them on the people's side.
Yeah.
You know?
Left, right paradigm.
Yeah.
So in scripture,
This is 1 Timothy 6 and verse 9 says, but they that will be rich fall into temptation and a snare.
Yeah, it's a day that be rich will fall into what?
Temptation and a snare.
The whole thing that is being set up right now is a snare. It's a trap. Yeah, it's a trap because at the end of the day, as we speak about earlier, at the end of the day, no one should recover out of this thing having any asset, any at all, let alone
no
money.
gold, no silver, no house,
Yeah?
no cars.
Hell, man, 2030 is only what? 7 years from now, and they're basically saying that by then, you should be in the process of having nothing at all. So right now we're in the process of them doing so.
And the years are flying.
So right now, whatsoever is going on right now is them have you in the process right now where they're gonna get everything out your hands, man. So expect them thing here to happen now, man. Expect going to the bank and can't get the funds. That's what it is, man. But people are going to chase down that same funds so them can't get back, go through certain regulations, you know what I mean? Certain
take the chip
and all that and think all going to be well.
Yep. They are those that consent unto them shall be added in the region.
That's where you get caught in the trap, man. The trap door cut. Once you walk into the digital identification system, the CBDC,
you're in trouble.
You're in trouble, man.
In trouble.
Trying to save your life.
You're
going to lose it.
You're going to lose it.
And into many foolish and hurtful lusts,
right,
which drown men in destruction and perdition.
You're going to be destroyed, man. That's the end goal. Yeah? One.
For the love of money is the root of all evil.
For the love of money is the root of all evil, man. Hey, look. Hey, you see all them money will get clamped down with the fraud thing now. If it's sincere, now they're gonna serve their ass in prison. You know what I mean? Because the loss of money, man.
Yeah.
But when I look on the thing is enough.
That's if it's sincere, because we believe that this can be a psyop.
The thing is enough.
Yeah?
Even the SSL
Yeah.
one, right? When you go up on them website,
Yeah.
right? So the lady will take the file, when you go up on them website, they remove the names of all of them directors
Yeah.
and everybody in
Yeah.
the company. So them not come under no pressure
Yeah.
whatsoever.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
By design.
Look here,
By
man.
design.
Look here, man. I think you can the stage, man. We've been saying it. Yes. Yes. Hold on up. The SSM, SS, whatever our name.
SSL.
Them say to the one where I check or to the audit on them. Them say to the one where the audit, when them say, yo, people money are missing, you know. And we are about to take, you know. And them say, no, you can't do that because if this become public, this is what was in the article, you know, from 2017, them say if it become public, say, yo, people money are missing, it will cause damage to the financial system. That's what them saying, you know. SSL, I watch what they want name, you know.
And nobody knows
That them saying in the article, you know.
So
You know, 2017, you know. So the reason why it never come public from 2017 is because the fear that it was going to cause damage to the financial system.
Which is bullshit.
Which
is bullshit. It's bullshit. Bullshit.
Yeah.
They say allow them for T4.
Ah, okay. So the whole thing is staged, man.
The scammer from Mobile, he would have lose his car, the house when buy, the property, and he might go be a prison time. That's bullshit, man.
Yeah, look.
That's bullshit. That don't make no sense.
I look up some stuff on FSC, like the leaders, the people in my audit, and I realize, yo, even when I'm on the draw down for Andrew Wallace, I say, yo, look here, SL, me get the money from for building house.
Right.
So the man them SSL, even a finance Andrew Wallace.
Right.
You understand? That's on top financier.
Yeah.
We even get to realize that even FinSac.
Yeah.
Some of the man them link in a FinSac.
FinSac.
In a SSL now.
Gone.
So for a long time the man that
Yeah, but see that thing is not when you look at it. And the reason why they would want to come out them time then, right, as them say, would affect the country financially because if nobody externally, would
Banking system, them
But guess what? The reason why them can't bring it out now, because now is the time. When
Now is the right time. That's how
bring it down.
that's how I know that this thing is staged, man.
Exactly.
It's staged, man.
Exactly.
If they did bring it out, if it come out back then, they would have lose a lot. They would have lose more than what they want.
Hey, look, man. Hey, look. Hey, you see Usain Bolt, let me tell you this, man. I will never, you see Usain Bolt, personally, I will never forget what Usain Bolt did in the Big C, man. I will never, you can't, he was a sellout, and he's still a sellout, man. I feel like this, the whole thing is all planned, man.
Yep.
The whole thing planned, man. Hey, you remember saying was acting like with the whole stubborn job thing?
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean?
Shaggy.
The whole,
Shaggy was one.
look, man, remember all you traitors, man. A lot of you are. Yeah. And you see? I burnt to kill the whole of them are traitors.
All of them, exactly.
Mark, all that traitor them.
All that
Traitor them. All of them will work with the system.
Only like Sprague Benz and Tanya Steve. We see I go hard.
Remember all the faces, man. We don't forget what you did, man.
Yeah. All they are part of
A
the
bunch of
system,
sellout. You know, all
dumb dogs.
you know, the people out here advocating for Usain Bolt. It's a sellout, man.
Exactly. And that's the spirit, man. Put that in chest.
Yeah.
Sell out.
That was symbolic.
You sell out your last race because them pay you for lose the last race with Gatlin.
Love of money is the root of all evil. You're gonna lose. Hey, guess what? You're not gonna lose only what 10 million.
You're gonna lose.
You're not gonna only 10 million. You're gonna lose everything, man.
68
Everything you're gonna lose, man.
Network, something like that.
Guess what? Guess what? According to the World Economic Forum, all of them people here, whether in the top elite in the world, gonna lose everything. Yeah, you're gonna come down to the level of universal basic income, man.
Which Elon Musk advocate for.
You know what I mean? That's what they're gonna do with everybody who have things.
Exactly.
They're all gonna be brought down according to these men. We plan them new future. Yeah?
Can't you listen to quote it again?
1 Timothy 6 and verse 10 again. So for love of money is the root of all evil.
God.
Which while some covet after they have erred from the faith and pierced themselves through with many sorrows.
Right.
But thou, O man of Yahweh Shemir Shai power, flee these things and follow after righteousness.
We're gonna run away from this thing, man. Especially we can see right through what's going on.
Exactly. Hey,
So prepare yourself for what's gonna happen, man.
That's spiritual lifestyle, man. We're seeing you niggas for who you are, man.
God.
Yeah? We see how you make a covenant with the enemy to bring down the system here for further entrap the people in the new we call it the fourth industrialized revolution. We're watching you, man.
Reset.
Yeah, we're watching you.
Yeah? They're trying to work with the system
And that's the
think
reason
that they're gonna
why
get a
we
piece
won't
of the
serve
bread.
you, man.
Yeah?
When the Lord bring forth his judgment upon you rulers, we ain't gonna serve you. None of you that have any form of influence over the people. Yeah? Continue.
Godliness, faith, love, patience, meekness. Fight the good fight of faith.
Look, you see, moreover, this precept even dealing with certain men that proclaim that they are men of the Lord. You know, that they are prophets. A lot of these Israelite camps, certain men took the back, man. Certain men took the back, man.
As the brothers have mentioned, says come to me that why is it that all these scamming lead back to the bank, lead back to NCB? Guess who? The top puppet for Jamaica, Michael Leachin. He's a part of it. You know? And the thing is, we're gonna call out all of you. And that's Satan, man. That's Satan. So much truth is coming out. That's Satan there, man. The prince of the power of the air, man. You understand? We're gonna call you out for who you are. Because this is the Lord's doing. This is not our doing, man. This is the Lord's doing. When you go Micah 6 verse 10. You have article say where? You have Micah 6 verse 10? Baba question. We got Micah 6 verse 10. See, we're gonna show you, man. This is the time when sufficient unto the day is the evil thereof. And if you don't get that in your thick skull now, sorry for you, man. You know? Why that?
Micah 6 verse 10. Are there yet the treasures of wickedness in the house of the wicked and the scam measure that is abominable?
These notes, these currencies, it's abominable, it's a scant measure. You're working for paper which is not yours. Because even on the note, it's a government of such. Property of such. That's the reason why them can do what them do with them. And when them
labor is free.
Exactly.
Your labor is still free, man.
The Caesar. Exactly.
You're still a slave. Your labor is free. Yeah?
Continue.
You can't actually own the reward to work for me. You don't actually own it.
You can't own anything.
You can't own anything.
And it's
gonna be proven that they don't own anything at all. You know what I mean? It's gonna be proven to you very soon. Yeah?
Shall I count them pure with the wicked balances?
Right.
And with the bag of deceitful weights?
It's a deceitful. Yeah, the scripture say, a just balance is the last delight, man.
Right.
See, the fast balance the Lord don't into because imagine, you're working like crazy, you're stacking the paper till it reaches sky like family, but every time you stack it, it has less value because the economy is failing.
Hey, look, man. The ox say, look, Jamaica inflation rate from last year is
13%.
13%. Guess what? If I put $100 in the bank, January last year, January this year, you know what I mean? It's more than 10% less in value, man.
Exactly.
Yeah? So these men are a bunch of thieves, man.
Exactly.
They're a bunch of thieves, and then they might say, we're gonna raise minimum wage, and when them raise it, them now raise it 30%, you know?
No.
Oh.
And this them go back the same 13% to get back the same threshold.
Can't.
You understand?
They're a bunch of robbers, man.
Yeah, it's a problem.
Robbers, just like them father, the devil.
Exactly.
Satan, the so-called white man.
And we as we said, we see you, man. We see you, Richard Biles, the head BOJ. And we remember when they said the Jamaican dollar won't pass $111 to $1 US dollar. And how is it now? $151?
We laugh at him.
$153?
Remember,
and when you say that,
at one point.
and when you say that, we used to say you're a fool. You can't tell me that. Yeah, exactly. It's a false prophet. And where's the people? Where's the people to storm in BOJ and grab you out and bring waterfront and dip your ass down there, man? You know? Nobody, because they're dead.
People are dead, man.
They're dead.
And that's why
You
they
know?
get rid of everything when them get to
Exactly.
during the big season.
Yeah,
the people are dead.
Like Brazil and Peru.
Exactly, yeah.
And Sri Lanka and them other
You're
places
dead.
across the world, man.
You remember that woman brother walk up to shoot the thing, the female vice president in her face, Argentina vice president. See? So, but look, shit's gonna be serious, man, because there is prophesied in the scriptures for sedition, man, and it's coming. All these things that's taking place, and you and journalists not gonna be able to get the guns off the street because that's prophecy, man.
This is one more nail in the coffin, you know what I mean, in terms of sedition that is going to come. Because
exactly.
you see all these big wigs and all these people and these institutions, man, the people down at the low looking on.
Yep.
And they're really upset, man. Yeah? They're really upset because you are the one looking right now in the bad light. All these big wigs, because you notice the people, be a big name.
Names, exactly.
Involved in them fraud here, man.
The corporate societal people.
And the thing is, the one main thing we have point out, the hypocrisy. We have point out when you come on to this, when the small man scam versus when these men scamming.
Exactly.
But guess who is the biggest scammer? The so-called white man is the biggest scammer, man.
And him scam by laws. Him scam by laws.
The biggest scammer that.
Sorry, sir.
Yeah. Make it finish the precept here. This is a show you why this man is the biggest scammer, man.
Did you finish? You
Finish?
I'm finished.
Yeah.
We have
This is Haggai 1 and verse 5. Says, now therefore thus saith the Lord of hosts, consider your ways. Ye have sown much and bring in little.
Right.
Ye eat, but ye have not enough. Ye drink, but ye are not filled with drink.
You out here wrestling against inflation, man. Look, man, you're not bringing no additional money. A matter of fact, the money is not even yours, man. Yeah? Meanwhile, you're supposed to hold a certain value. And it's being undermined, man. Thieves break through and steal.
As you said that, the other day there was a rush in Hanover. The people saying that they find gold. And as you see, as that started up, to the government come out. The people should remember that any precious metal belongs to the state.
And any form of
to the crown.
mining needs to be done by the state.
By the state. You see that?
That's
so
reminding.
in other words, you're not supposed to own anything. They're showing you that already.
Even if you find gold,
it's not yours.
So them reminding that now that even if that happen, it's gonna be confiscated, man.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's trouble. Yeah. Exactly. You know, can you go tell us you know own the land, you know, pay tax for the gold, whatever. You know?
Yeah.
And if you go into a store and you buy a gold chain, whose money did you use? So you don't own it.
Yes. That argument is very profound. You know why? Because the way the argument set up, if the gold chain for your neck,
exactly,
sound like it belongs to the state.
Exactly.
Based off of the statement to them neck.
Exactly.
Yeah, because all precious metal belongs to the state. That's what they said. So you can't go and boast off of the gold watch.
Exactly. You're not supposed to own it. Remember,
you don't own it.
Happy owning nothing.
Hey, look. Under NDRP.
Yeah, Obama.
Obama basically, I think, was amendment or whatever.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? When he passed that, you know,
in any emergency,
in an emergency situation, them can come and seize a gold and any resources you have, any asset you have, man. So there, by law, if there's a it's the peacetime
or
wartime emergency, they can come and take all the shit.
Yep, without any explanation.
You know what I mean? So you know, either way, you're gonna lose it all, man.
Yep.
Right.
Yeah?
Says,
I never finished. You never finished? Well, I'm gonna finish.
He clothed you, but there is none warm, and he that earneth wages to put into a bag with holes.
Exactly. So all the little you make is pure
a
lies and deception.
A bag with a hole, that means you put the things that hole and drop out through the back.
Exactly. Yeah.
Even when you think you have it. Because when you put your bag, you think you have it, and I really take your thing back out of the bag.
Yeah.
You think you have it.
Yeah.
But when it fall out without you knowing, man.
The banking system, you walk unit in 90,000.
Yeah.
And the banks give it to somebody else to go and spend it.
Gone.
So in other words, you go back for it, oh, we don't have it. You have to come back 3 days.
Your bag empty.
Hoping that And next 200 people carrying some more money.
You can't get back on big one.
Exactly.
Big one back, you know.
And from I was a child, I was always saying, why is that we're supposed to give somebody else to keep my money? That never sit well with me.
Hey,
that never ever sit
not
well.
only the bank, them a lash out against insurance companies now.
Exactly.
Yeah, you see? So everything we have to deal with
money
now. People basically. So people start putting the light on the insurance companies now. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Showing that it's a scam. Yep. And we've been saying it a long time, say your insurance companies basically running a scam, man.
We have brothers who work in insurance companies overseas, and when we hear them speak about it same way, big scam.
It's a scam, man.
Yeah. Big scam.
Yeah, you continually have to pay this amount of money.
Yeah.
You never get back nothing.
No, yeah.
And if you're meeting an accident, more money add on to where you usually pay.
Exactly.
Hey, these men motto is problem, reaction, solution. Now they're showing you the problem with the banking system. Don't believe for a second them try to cover up the problem. They wanted to see the problem.
Exactly.
And they want us to see how worse the problem gonna get. That them can pan the solution.
And them of the media.
Yeah?
And them put it in the media. And them they make it come out.
Yeah.
Yeah? Them make it come out. So if them
advertising it, man.
Exactly.
It's a science game.
But guess what? Here how it backfire on you niggas, man. The prophets are here. You know? And we are see way more than what you're doing. You understand? And we're here to tell you that the cards that you're playing, it might look good to the simple, but we are telling you it's for your own downfall. Because the Lord is the one that is doing it, and He's gonna put your asses out there in the forefront. And a lot of you gonna be food spiritually for the hungry people in the coming time, man. You know?
So Isaiah 10 and verse 1 it says, woe unto them that decree and righteous decrees, and that right grievousness which they have prescribed
by laws, man.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
To turn aside the needy from judgment, and to take away the right from the poor of my people.
Hey, look, you see enough of these men. You see in a high position here in Jamaica. There's enough of them fraudsters, man. You know, them go to the same lodge meetings, man.
Yep.
You know, the whole thing staged.
Everything's
over
staged.
the common man, man.
The world is a big stage.
It's a stage, man.
You know?
Stage. You know, all of them go to the same lodge meetings, man. All of them are the same witches, them and warlocks, them, man. Because you see, the heads of state in Jamaica here, we know y'all witches, man.
Yep.
What they want to be the head of the military, the police force, you know what I mean? The politicians, y'all witches, man. You know what I mean? They do them ritual and all them things. We know that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But the Lord of a counter energy out here.
Exactly.
Yeah, you gonna know.
As for faith, it shall flourish.
You're gonna know eventually, man.
Exactly.
It says,
Yeah?
it says that widows may be their prey, and that they may rob the fatherless. See? And what will He do in the day of visitation and in the desolation?
The day of visitation will come, man. They can feel like you're gonna do whatever you do to the common man out here. We call him common man.
Yeah. And just get away with it. Like,
and get away like nothing not gonna happen, man.
Don't work like that.
Yeah?
Don't work like
Things
that.
they goes to work straight.
Yeah,
and can't stop work.
The common man is the sons and daughters of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai.
And the reason why the scripture said the fatherless right now, because the Lord left us up to what devices.
Exactly.
But He's gonna return.
Yeah. And He has returned in the spirit.
God.
That's the reason why now we're not advocating for Usain Bolt.
God.
We're not curse out SSL, say that a foolishness, because Usain Bolt run and put up help go up on the map even bigger. So then we give the money. No, we are telling you say Usain Bolt, you are the devil too.
God.
You understand, you are part of that shit. You know?
Hey, look, man. This money, that money, man, Usain Bolt come like in my move like I hold like money.
Yeah.
So stop your crap.
Yeah, like we are fool.
Look how much contract Usain Bolt have with that much
in company.
Yeah, man, this man collecting royalties for forever if it was the system did for last, man.
Yeah. But 2 million US dollars.
You see, it's all a show.
No, 10
million. 2 billion Jamaica. 2 billion Jamaica. 10 million US. Still not stuff.
Yeah, this is a joke, man.
Did you sell
It's a joke. This man crying, shedding tears. You know what I mean?
Like
but chump change.
Like you think
Because you got chump change for him.
Me
there one day, I said to myself, say, I just have not Usain Bolt have.
Yeah.
Look here, man. It's acting, man. You put it on a show, man. It's acting. Yeah, I said the more and more we see this thing go through, we realize that it's stage, man.
Stage, exactly.
Yeah?
See, but it's good because prophecy is being fulfilled, you know? Go ahead.
Yeah, this man have royalties to collect till forever if this is the last, man.
Yeah.
If this should last, yo, stop a crap,
As long as him living, our kids would be collecting royalties.
Just the record, just the record whole alone and give royalties to life. Plus him have contracts with
$10 million US. Fuck you, Usain Bolt.
Exactly. Most him cost a living depending on whatever company sign him for sure.
So every spending when spend cars, house,
them give him. Them must give him. Like you take over fool. We're not fool.
Gatorade, Puma,
Fool common man, not us.
Virgin Mobile, Digicel, all of them still have commercials where play this man face as the fastest man alive.
Exactly.
St. John 8 verse 44. Ye are of your fathers, your father the devil.
Right.
And the lust of your father you will do.
God. Yeah, you're working for the so-called white man, man. Hey, Cole Schwab say, yo, him infiltrate all of them parliament and thing there, you know, you say him have man, you know, them a work for them, you see me? Work for the interests of the
Great Reset.
Great Reset. Jamaica is well on board at Agenda 2030.
Yeah,
which
you know we know that.
Great Reset.
You know how we know that?
It's online.
It is the first country to make CBDC's legal tender. A smart, like a very small speck on the map.
You know what I mean?
Remember,
I'm sure that the Prime Minister kiss ass more than every other leader.
Lagging behind.
Yeah, lagging behind. And they're front.
Yeah, exactly.
Front of the line.
Even before America. Yeah? Even before Sleepy Joe. Go ahead.
They're front of the line for Bro Rods, man. Why?
He was a murderer from the beginning and abode not in the truth.
And this is what you ought to know, man. There's no agreement. You know what I mean? There's no agreement, or contract, or what you call it now, treaty with your father, the devil, that ever fall through, that ever come through and keep, man. They always fall through. Everybody get the shitty end of the stick, so you're gonna know that your father was a devil.
Never trust
you know what I mean?
enemy.
Never trust your enemy, man. One you take for your father now is a true enemy, and you're gonna learn that shit.
I know that.
You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, you're gonna get the bitter end of the stick, and we know what the World Economic Forum plan is. You know what I mean?
Long before you even. Before certain men were in a certain position of governments, we even think to be
you don't have no place in the reset, man.
Exactly.
You don't have no place in the reset. You have to go born and come again as a
regular citizen.
As come one of them elite families, man.
Furthermore, you know too much. You know them movies, when you have certain top man and certain men work for them, when you know too much, them get rid of them.
You know
too much, man.
They're gonna get rid of all politicians, man.
Yeah, you know too much.
All politicians gonna be gonna be rid of, man.
The scripture says, come let us cut them off from being a nation. You're not exempted from that. You are part of Israel.
The curse is still on you, niggers, man. Yeah?
You know too much.
Alright.
Because you know too much, we're gonna have to get rid of you.
Right.
Go ahead.
So he was a murderer from the beginning.
And he's gonna murder your asses, man. He was a murderer from the beginning. Yeah? And he still is a murderer. Yeah, go on.
And abode not in the truth.
Right.
Because there is no truth in him.
What did tell us here? Look, man. Let's get the people in order. Yeah, we have a piece of pie for you guys. There's no pie for you.
There's lie for you.
Yeah? That's a bunch of lie, man.
When he speaketh a lie,
right.
he speaketh of his own.
Right.
For he's a liar.
Right, he's a liar. And the father of lies, man.
And because you leaders get caught up in so much wrong thing, them threaten a lot of you.
Yeah.
If you don't do this, then we're gonna do this thing.
God.
Because you cannot pull any facts on them.
God.
You might say them when they're corrupt, but what can you do about it?
Hey,
but
right
them
now,
have all information on you.
Right now, there was an incident with the Prime Minister of Jamaica,
and the Minister of Energy.
with some money thing with South America and them thing. Yeah, them have all them things. Them have a lot of things on these men, you know.
Yeah. Plus, you have
them have a lot of things on these men.
So, files. upon certain cabinet members to the US government.
And them have everything for the hush.
Yeah.
And people don't really know much.
We
about
remember that.
Yeah, but we remember those things.
We
though.
remember that, you know?
Yeah. But these men have a lot of things, and these, as Ak say, these elite, they have a lot of things from the Jamaican politicians. They have certain men in certain positions. You know what I mean? So if they don't work according to the plans, you know what I mean, they're basically gonna bring them down. Either they're gonna prison. You know, things suddenly start come out, and they're gonna prison or something.
That's why basically you have to be initiated into their scheme of things by doing certain unlawful things, man.
Yeah, that's they can have that to all against you. Blackmail. Exactly. They can blackmail into doing what, and you see that's what they're doing. The leaders here, man. They get blackmail into it, and the prime minister is one of the biggest coward men. Yeah. In fear of the same blackmail, he like front to do everything.
Obama go in the seat with a head full of black hair.
Yeah. And come on with beer grey.
You're stressed. We know you can't sleep at night time, man.
Yeah.
Plus you have Juliet in your skin, save your body. You know, our next woman problem there.
With Michael. Michael.
No, Obama.
Big nose.
See, I'm gonna go back to the article of our question because we touch it and we'll reach now tonight.
Yeah. Back to the article from Wall Street Journal. You know, say central bank digital currency doesn't roll off the tongue, but you might want to get used to saying it. These so-called CBDCs are a digital version of dollars, yuan, euros, yen, or any other currency are coming, say those who study them. And depending on how they are designed and roll out, their impact on the banking system could be profound.
You hear that? The impact on the banking system is going to be profound, man.
First thing first, this banking system have to be thrown down.
Yeah, they're gonna totally dismantle
this banking system.
They're gonna totally dismantle this banking system.
Yeah, see?
Yeah.
Because too much money is being used and them cannot track it. The CEO of Banks of International Settlement, a big fat pig-looking brother.
Yeah.
Him say how too much money is being used. We don't know what it is buying. We don't know when it moved from here to there. We need to know all of that. So that's what they're telling you.
Accountability.
Exactly. Go ahead.
So, 114 countries are exploring digital currencies, and their collective economics represent more than 95% of the world's GDP. According to the Atlantic Council Central Bank Digital Currency Tracker, some countries, including China, India, Nigeria, and the Bahamas, have already rolled out digital currencies.
Not to mention Jamaica, the first one.
Others, like Sweden and Japan, are preparing for possible rollouts. The US is studying the issue and has run trials of various technologies to enable a digital currency.
They have the technology already. Fuck that. Go ahead.
So, although Fed Chair Jerome Powell has indicated the US Central Bank has no plans to create one and won't do so without direction from Congress.
As the back says, them have it already, because this is strategy what them use. Even though them have it already, them take them time and sensitize the people, you know, and take them time and bring it out.
Gradualism,
them bring it out.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So them don't want to bring it sudden. You know, they already have everything in place, but they want to take them time, make excuses why this have to come in place now or whatsoever. It's ready, man. This is ready. I was watching the World Economic Forum, and when name, somebody name man. What he's saying, last night I must show you what he must say. He must say them need social sciences basically to convince the people, you know, to basically accept what is coming. And when you know what is social science, when we talk about social science, we're talking about social engineering. What's the name?
Perception management.
Perception management, man.
That's public persuasion.
Yeah.
So in other words, we're gonna have to use scares.
They're gonna scare you using certain boogeyman.
Yeah.
You know, crisis and all them things that basically get you to adapt.
We're gonna make you submit.
Yeah. And
that's
guess what?
thing.
banking crisis is going to be something they're going to use for you to adapt. Economic collapse is going to be something for you to adapt. Shortages is going to be something for you to adapt.
And that's another thing. People speaking about food shortages in the US.
Right.
This morning, I wake up early and hear my baby mother and her mother on the phone. Her mother living in the state, and her mother tell her that she been going to various supermarkets and she cannot get the things that we should normally get.
Right.
The shelves are running empty. Yeah, food shortages, and the CMWEF had prophesied unto you that there will be a major halt or slowdown in the food supply chain in 2023.
Well, the other day, I think you'd have some feeding shortage.
Feed shortage, exactly.
The other day, and some people chicken did that on the verge of dying because they couldn't get no feed. I don't know if feeding start.
I have chicken that dead too. Where I get feeding to? You know? It's trouble on every side, man. This is plagues hitting Egypt all over again.
And you have war escalating, man.
Yep.
Yeah. War escalating, man.
Yeah, because they're now pushing also that, look, NATO and that Ukraine should now be a part of NATO. And if them sign that in, yeah, even though we know that it is in the Middle East where we're going to start, but if them sign that in, we know that the bear have to start move.
America did have the hope that they could weaken Russia. You know what I mean? And they backfire on them, and them think that Russia, Russia, they even underestimate Russia, man. And what the Russian technology or what them have could do. The previous missile attacks that basically that Russia did, you know what I mean? Russia did something that surprised the United States, man. It's not in the media, but you know, I have other sources that bring it out. You know, the missiles that hit Ukraine the other day, the missiles that hit Ukraine the other day, you know, the last missile strikes, NATO and the Americans never detect it fast enough like how they detect the other. Because what happened in Ukraine, you have American spy planes and they have satellites basically monitoring the situation and giving the information to the Ukrainians. So if Russia basically do a missile strike or about to be a missile strike, them get early warning from the Americans them that them can set up them ballistic missiles to shoot down the missiles that come in. But this time around, America get delayed on the whole thing. You know what I mean? Because them couldn't detect that what Russia was going to do. Russia used another technology on them. You know what I mean? So by the time they find out that the missile them fire, they reach already. And that's not what we're talking about, man. And Russia start rolling out some new things now that they never expect them to have, man.
Mobilize more men.
Yeah? So they realize that now the first plan failed, and even worse than what it was before. Now they have to make up their minds and they have to fight Russia, man. You know what I mean? See, so that's what's going on now. So they're going to see if they can bring start other conflict, escalate things other places in the world, so they can draw all these army, get them occupied. It's a part of the strategy of war, man. See if they can get certain forces occupied in a certain region, man. You know what I mean? So the war not only going to be in Ukraine, it's going to move to the Middle East and to the Far East, man. Yeah? And they're going to have to start these conflicts to basically see if they can weaken the Russian army and friends. Yeah,
and that's a problem here.
Yeah?
World War III, go ahead.
Yeah.
Jeremiah 51 verse 11. So make bright the arrows, gather the shields. The Lord had raised up the spirit of the kings of the Medes.
And it's getting serious now in Ukraine because, you know, there was a helicopter, one of them minister, and guess what, man? That is not a natural crash, man. It's a retaliation. And the retaliation because a few days before, there was a missile strike on one of the top scientists that Russia have, military scientists that Russia have, man. He was at a restaurant and them fire missiles at the restaurant, man, but he escaped dead. So that's the fate. They might try to take top man in Russia, so Russia gonna take top man in Ukraine. That's how it is, man. So the thing it basically escalated because normally them never attack certain official men.
Yeah, which definitely shows that it's not Ukraine, that's NATO.
Can.
You understand? Russia know that that's NATO, man.
Can. They know that NATO them fighting, man. Hey, all the equipment is fighting in Ukraine now is NATO equipment. You know, the other equipment get destroyed long time ago.
Exactly. Hey,
you know?
The same thing incident where you talk about, and I watch it on Israeli news.
Right.
Yeah. Basically, it must have like some fighting that going up top in there. Because they get some money.
Right.
And them actually fight for the money and basically them attack at each other.
Right.
See?
Yeah.
And you must have the video, when they see the video, you must have to listen if you don't hear English, the man them are speaking at the background. So them down Ukrainian people.
Yeah.
Then at the video you have like Americans in the background and other European countries in the
background.
Yeah.
The Lord had raised up the spirit of the kings of the Medes.
God, hey, as the scripture says, the Lord raised up the spirit of the kings of the Medes. Now the Wagner leader is now declared a terrorist by the United States. Yeah? So so US Secret Services now can now go ahead and try to kill him. Them declare him as a terrorist and Wagner a terrorist organization. Yes, so them are going to try and neutralize Wagner worldwide, because Wagner in Africa and some other places, you know. So they're going to try and neutralize Wagner worldwide now that it's a terrorist group. Wagner is a part of the Russian army. So you're basically saying Russia. The Russian army is a terrorist organization.
The forged devices against Babylon to destroy it,
God.
because it is the vengeance of the Lord,
God.
the vengeance of his temple.
Right, so look, man, Russia is going to come and destroy America and all them other places that that America that support, you know what I mean, the machinery, the military machinery of America. Man, they have this man I go out on TikTok bragging about America can never be destroyed, man.
Russia don't put them all.
He ain't talking truth. Him say, yo, the reason why the US dollar is still afloat is because the American military.
Yeah, that is true.
Yeah.
Yeah? And him say Russia not have...
But there's a current order.
He said something very ignorant though. Because him say, yo, Russia, him say Russia, him doubt if Russia have any capable nuclear bomb. You're crazy. You're crazy. This man don't even, this man doesn't do an instrument. He say every technology. He say every technology. The man say every technology. We laugh off him. Hey, the man say every technology other nation have. He say, yo, America give them a technology and them have it. Nigga, a cracker, do you know that rocket technology came from Russia, man? When NASA claimed that it was going to the moon, you know where them rockets come from, man? Russia, man. So the delivery system,
Where America get uranium from? Russia.
The delivery system invented in Russia.
Most American scientists who are working on the bomb are Russians.
Germans and Russians.
Yeah?
I wonder if
Hey, look, man, many nuclear tests kick off on the planet, and guess who tests them bombs, man? Russia tests them bombs. So them knows them work.
Great Satan. Satan 2.
Them work, man. Oh, them know them work. The man say, yo, him not think Russia have one capable nuclear, one nuclear bomb work, or one delivery system. I said, this man is a madman.
I guess we still see I stand up on it.
Hey, give me a priest, man.
I wonder what fire
the arrows them where I go, none of them now go miss.
Okay.
Even that one there. Hey, look, man, the man have delivery system. These men have delivery systems. What you call it? Hypersonic delivery system that ballistic missiles can't shoot down, man. Yeah, I guess so. The Patriot system is not as good as it's not as good as the newer version. You have a newer version to the S300. Not even say the S400. No. You have a newer version for the S300, man. And the Patriot system now have nowhere near for war against that. Hey, them Yemeni Houthi rebel. You know what I mean? Bypass the Patriot system every day down Saudi Arabia, bombing shit with drones and rockets, man. So it's not that effective, man. Hey, I see the new S300. You know what I mean? You have 2 Ukrainian jets flying to thing there. Go let them payload and going back, and when they reach and things them reach part them go. You know how much in miles The S-300, the man them fire S-300 much in miles, them think they're safe and gone back home. When them check a stop plane get shot down, man. The longest range, you know, ballistic missile travel, man. Fire, follow them how much in miles, man. Hit that, shoot, two of them, two planes get shot down, man. You know what I mean? Like never expect that could have happened. Yeah, you think America not seen these things, them seen these things, and them fear. Them fear, because the reason why them sending them weaponry over there is basically to test out their weaponry if it can match up the Russian weaponry, man. Yeah?
2 Ezra 16 verse 13.
God.
For strong is the right hand that bendeth the bow.
God.
His arrows that he shooteth are sharp.
God.
And shall not miss.
Right, they are not going to miss, man. Them very capable. Very capable. You know, the Lord will make them work, man. Hey, you have them angels, them angels be coming and monitoring them nuclear sites and make sure everything is working. More time, shut down things, turn them on. And then, Edomites always come on reporting the church, what the church them do. You know what I mean? Always go over the silos, them, turn on shit, turn off shit, make sure things is working, man. Yeah, if you think this is only up to man, if it was only up to man, you know what I mean? The angels will make them work, man. Yeah? 25. So they're not going to miss, man. They're not going to miss. Cardinals not going to be half, man.
His arrows that he shooteth are sharp and shall not miss.
His arrows that he shooteth are sharp and will not miss. Go on.
When they begin to be shot into the ends of the world.
Right now at the end of the world, these arrows not going to miss, man. So man can go and talk. You know what I mean? America will never get this shot. We have the best technology and nobody can compare. Crazy. Laughable. Yeah?
Isaiah 13 and verse 4 says, the noise of a multitude in the mountain, like as of a great people, a tumultuous noise of the kingdoms of nations gathered together. The Lord of hosts mustered the host of the battle. He says they come from a far country.
Delivery systems, man, coming from all the way over there in Russia. Yeah? Hypersonic, intercontinental ballistic missile, every type. Gonna come over, man.
They come from a far country. From the end of heaven, even the Lord and the weapons of his indignation.
Right, look, man, a lot of them ballistic missiles gonna fail. Hey, the world know that when it come on to defense, missile defense, Russia is on the top of the game, man. Yeah? When it come on to defense, Russia is on the top of the game. You know, America spend all their money and resources into offense. The Air Force and all that, so Russia do the contrary. We're gonna make shit to shoot down shit.
Yeah.
While America spending in things to drop bombs, you know what I mean? Coming from the here, Russia going and spend all their money into rockets and missiles, man. To counter that.
That's the thing, you know, because every war them going on, them that they hear, them always dominate. Them always dominate from the year. Like, you know, even in Vietnam, I hear them
dominate from the year. So Russia make sure say yo,
study them and find out
make sure say yo, we have to counter this, you know, so we are gonna make so them when it come out to ballistic missiles, they are on the top of the game on the planet, man. Yeah? So you see, and you know when America can realize that them not on the top of the game with ballistic missiles, man, when the missiles shut off and them can't shoot them down. Because guess what, if them could have shoot them down, the prophecy wouldn't be fulfilling, man. All the missile defense gonna fail in regards to them rockets and them missiles that gonna be shot towards America, man. Watch and see. Watch and see, man. The Patriot system itself is proven not that effective already. It's been tested in many battles across the planet right now. Other places have them, I use them, and it's not that effective, man. Yeah?
It says to destroy the whole land, the whole he for the day of the Lord is at hand. It shall come as a destruction from the Almighty.
It shall come as a destruction from the Almighty.
Jump up to 17. It says, behold, I will stir up the Medes against them, which shall not regard silver, and as for gold, they shall not delight in it. He says, their bows also shall dash the young men to pieces.
Their bows also shall what? Dash the young men to pieces. And let me tell you this, you know, Germany, they want Germany to sell Leopard 2 tanks. Them say Leopard 2 is one of the best tanks in the world. You know, it and the Abraham. Them say that them you know, between it and the Abraham, them say are the best tanks, battle tanks in the world. That's what them claim. You know, even though the Russian claim that the T-14 Armata is the best battle tank in the world, but it's not been used yet in battle. No, and they have British affidavit version of top battle tank, which is the Challenger. And now they are planning to send the Challenger into Ukraine. Are they planning to sell the Leopard 2 into Ukraine? And guess what? The Russians them say, oh, that look, these tanks gonna burn just like NLS tank. They're gonna burn just the same. That's what they are saying, man. And you see, this is gonna prove that, look, man, that Russia have a formidable army, man. When these top tanks get destroyed, you know what I mean? It's gonna prove once and for all, say, yo, they are not invincible. You know, in a 300, they say, yo, when the immortals them come, and Leon say, I'm gonna test if them bleed.
Yeah.
Now is the time. Them battle tanks are gonna prove what tank is the best tank. No, them actually are come up against one another now in Ukraine. You know what I mean? So the first challenge how them are gonna get the challenge in Ukraine, them are gonna challenge the T-90 HEM. The modified version of the T-90, not the top tank, you know, the second top tank where Russia have. That them are going to go up against now. Then we're going to see what go on. You know what I mean?
It says, their bows also shall dash the young men to pieces.
And you can see what's going on with them soldiers over here in Ukraine, man.
And
artillery strikes and mash them up. You know?
And they shall have no pity on the fruit of the womb.
This is going to happen to Americans, man. The same thing is happening to the Ukrainian soldiers going to happen to Americans, man. You know? Nevertheless, it's happening to Russians too, but it show you that the proud-ass Americans are going to happen to you too, man. Yeah?
It says, their eyes shall not spare children. And Babylon...
Hey, you see like how you see them capturing prisoners over there in Ukraine? Both sides capture prisoners. They don't go and make prisoners of Americans, man. You know what I mean? Hey, them Russians hate American net. All who supporting Ukraine against Russia right now, there's a serious vendetta the Russians them having in them heart against America right now, man.
They must see the real Red Dawn.
You know what I mean? Because thousands of Russian troops that died, they blame America for that shit. Because they are the ones basically sending weapons prolonging in the war.
Yeah, because them say them can't stop the war.
Yeah, so when they get a piece of them Americans, man, you know what I mean? It's going to be different. Because they see the Ukrainians as brothers, man. That's why they're not executing them when them surrender, man. But Americans, they're going to surrender you. When your asses surrender, they're going to put your asses to death. Because them hate you like that. Yeah? Go on.
And Babylon, the glory of kingdoms, the beauty of the Chaldees, excellency, shall be as when Yahweh overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah.
That's how we know that them nukes gonna drop upon America, man. It's gonna burn. Let it burn. Let it burn. Let it burn.
As met with them. Concrete are gonna melt.
It's no joke.
Jeremiah 50 and verse 9 said, for lo, I will rise and cause to come up against Babylon an assembly of great nations from the north country, and they shall set themselves in array against her, from hence she shall be taken.
Hey, them think like say, yo, if America, if the situation escalates with Russia and America go to war with Russia, it's just going to be Russia alone. No. You have a nation sitting on the side, you know, watching what's going on, you know what I mean? Which basically, when Russia go to war, they're going to go to war too. Yeah? That's how it's going to go straight up. Yeah? They speak as if, oh, America wants to attack Russia and everybody going to sit and watch it. No. No. It's our company of nations, man. Yeah?
Their arrows shall be as of a mighty expert man. None shall return in vain.
And this war is going to be about arrows, man. It's going to be about missiles. Yeah, it's going to be about artillery. We can see what's going on now in Ukraine. It's not even merely about infantry. It's about artillery strikes and missile strikes, man. That's what taking out meant. Bombs. Yeah? So this war totally different from all the other wars that were fought on the planet going back in history, man. So it's all about arrows, man. Arrows straight up. Yeah?
Verse 29 says, call together the archers against Babylon. All ye that bend the bow, camp against it round about. Let none thereof escape. Recompense her according to her works.
Hey, one of the best mercenary that went over there in Ukraine, I think it was American, one of the best, very skilled mercenary. His ass get put to death. You know he get put to death? Artilleryman. And basically they say it's a man like this, he might go across all the river for the Russian them there. You know, go do a reconnaissance all by himself, man. I show the Ukrainians it can be done. You know, it's like almost like a Navy SEAL type, you know, badass Marine, man. You know what I mean? And he's like put to death by artillery. Not even a gunfight. Some bombs, man. Bombs do the job, man. You know, so you have enough skilled fighters, infantrymen, get put to death by just bombs. Never see the enemy face, man. Yeah? That's how the war has been fought over there, man. Yeah, you have a Australian mercenary go back to Australia, them do an interview upon him, and him tell about all different type of bomb, you know what I mean? And say, yo, the war is just straight up about bombs, man. Bombs just dropping every day. You have to hide continuously. You have to jump continuously. When they drop out how much miles, you still a jump.
Man, pangs and sorrows.
According to all that she had done, do unto her. For she had been proud against the Lord, against the Holy One of Israel.
And it's just a judgment that the Lord is going to bring upon this society, man, and mainly America, man. You know, America is going to be destroyed once and for all, man. You know, and all the events that's transpiring right now is leading them to that one point. You know, the prophecies against you, man. That's how it is. You know, and you don't want that category where the prophecies is against you. You know? And that's what we have, man. We have the prophecy more than, hey, look, man, even with when it come on to the disputing our points that we have, you know, the main thing that stand for us, man, is the prophecies, man. You know, you have Christians who come against us, we have the Edomites, so-called scholars come against us, but guess what? Prophecies against them. You know, they have the Gutterats come against us, prophecies against them, man. Yeah? So the prophecies are our shield, man. Yeah? Anybody claim this book? The prophecies them we're basically dealing with them. We can show the prophecies dealing us, man.
Bring a point, as I say. It says, Isaiah 8:20, it says, to the law and to the testimony, if they speak not according to this word, it is because there is no light in them.
Right, so the testimonies, man, all those prophecies, man. You know what I mean? That's what it is. You know, so we don't say call Allah about Shemia wa Shai about Shemia Kakodash, to be honest to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Shalom to all the brothers in the island by preaching this word in sincerity and in truth. Much honesty. Shalom to all the brothers who tune into the life. You know, who post up scriptures. Shalom.
Shalom.